So when he said that, I looked and I was just like, what about me having other kids? What does that have to do with anything? He was just like, they investigate one kid, they gonna investigate all of them. And I'm just like, okay, and ain't nothing been happening to Jackson and Kion, so I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna report this. I do not care. He was like, no, you missing what I'm saying. They investigate one kid. They gonna investigate all the kids, including that little nigga that you left behind. And I sat back and I was like, huh. I'm a ponder on this thought for a minute, but like, nah, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, they need to know that this is happening. Like, no, I don't care. He was like, and just think, that's gonna open up a whole nother case. And you already fighting for your son already. For that little nigga, that's your son that you love so much, that you fighting for, that's gonna be out the window. That's going to be out the window. Like, so I need you to think long and hard about this, Slim. You need to think long and hard about this. Because I'm just like, you can't prove I did anything to him. You might can prove that I did something to you. But you can't prove that I did anything to him. So you want to open that can of worms and I'm going to just walk away. And I'm like, nah. You not gonna just walk away, because you gonna have to deal with what you did with me, and I still gotta go to court for that whole parking garage incident. And that's when he stepped closer to me. He was like, you right, you do still gotta go to court for that parking garage incident. But we don't know when that's gonna be. Have you heard anything about a court date? And I'm looking like, no. He was like, we in the middle of a pandemic. You think they worry about court right now? And I'm looking, I'm like, shit. But no, I'm like, I looked at him like, look, I don't care. I don't care. Somebody needs to know what's going on with him, because his parents, his biological parents, are some fucking bullshit. Y'all some fucking bullshit. You just the same as fucking Leo's ass. You are. And then he stepped a little bit closer to me. And he's just like, you want to keep saying it? And I was just like, I am going to keep saying that. Because you ain't going to do nothing but hit me. And you already done that. You've been doing that. So it's like, once you get done hitting me, I can still walk away. I can get up and go. Like, it's like, you honestly think I will let you leave this house with my kids? And I was like, you honestly think I would stay in this house with you? Like, with you? With the kids? Like, these kids aren't safe with you? Like, they're not. Like, look what you did to his eye. He was like, look, I pushed him. He hit the bar. That was on him. I'm like, D, nah. Like, nah, I don't believe that. I'm like, because I know you, I do not believe that. I honestly feel like you got mad about something that he did, and your anger got the best of you, and you popped him in his eye. That's what I think really happened. And he was just like, you think what you want, but what can you prove? Like, you got to be able to prove I did something to him. And you can't prove I did anything to him. And besides, his mama already got an open defense case. Where you think they gonna send him? Like, out of all the kids, like, you may be fine with Jackson and Kion, but where you think they gonna send King? Who you think gonna take care of King? It won't be you. It won't be my dad. They're gonna put him in foster care. And what happens to kids in foster care? And I'm just sitting back like, at this point, I feel like foster care would be better for King than being in your care. Like, I'm just sitting there like, you know what? I got a trump card. I'm going to figure out this defects caseworker number, and I'm going to just call this defects caseworker and just let him know what's going on. I'm going to let somebody know. And I looked, I'm like, okay, D. He said, yeah, so you need to think about what you say and what you do moving forward, because he ain't the only kid that you got to deal with. Like, ain't that fuck nigga still keeping you from your kid down back in Georgia? And I'm just like, yeah. Because in my head, I'm just like, yep. If I open this case in the middle of a case with Carter's dad, it's just gonna make Carter's dad look like that like, nope. Like, nope, that's it. You need to keep Carter from her. And I'm just like, no, I don't want that. Like, I don't want that. But I don't want this for King. Like, I don't want this for King. So I turn around and I look at King. Because throughout this whole entire conversation, King was just standing right there. He was standing right there just looking at us. I turn around and I look at King. And I give him a hug. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Because at that moment, I felt like I was failing him. Like, I didn't know what to do. Because it's just like, yes, I can report him. But he is right. I don't have proof that he did it. And he could possibly lie his way out of that. And I can prove that he did something to me. But the last time I tried to say that he did something to me, it took a while before he was even arrested. And he made a valid point about it being COVID. And we don't know when the court case is going to be. And it's like, I'm opening up this can of worms. And it's just going to separate us all. Like, it's going to separate all of us. And I'm just like, I can't have that. I cannot have that. And I don't know what's going to happen to King if I do report, with everything going on with his mom. And then I don't know what happened in the situation with his mom for him to end up the way that he was when we got him. But I just know that, like, him being with Darren isn't good for him. And especially being with him alone. Like, no. The first time I gave him the benefit of the doubt, I cannot give him the benefit of the doubt this time. Like, I can't. There is no way possible I can give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, he did this. He did this. And I'm looking at King. And I'm hugging King. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I whisper in his ear, I'm sorry. And D is just standing right there. And I turn around and I stood in front of King so that King could be directly behind me. And I stood there and I looked at D. I was just like, you got it. You got this one. Because you're right. You're right. And then I grabbed King by the hand and I took him back upstairs. And when I took him back upstairs, I sat him on the bed. And like, I'm trying to talk to him. It's like, I know he can understand what I'm saying. I know he understands what I'm saying. So I'm talking to him normal. But I'm not expecting a normal response from him because, like, yeah. So I'm just talking, like, letting him know that it's going to be okay. And I'm not going to leave him. Because at this point, I feel like he trusted me. He trusted Jackson. And it's just like, to remove him from me and from Jackson, I don't know the state of mind it would put him in. I don't know what's going to happen to him. And I don't want him to feel like, yet again, somebody else abandoned him. Because he was already abandoned by his mom. He was abandoned by his mom because there was no contact. When we got him, his mom didn't call to check on him. Not once, ain't sent nothing. Like, she has no concern for King whatsoever. She abandoned him. And I'm just like, and now your dad, that the person she abandoned you with, is using this as discipline for you. And my heart hurt for King. Like, and I felt like I couldn't do what I needed to do. At that moment, I felt like I couldn't make the hard decision that I needed to make for him. Like I couldn't, because I was too caught up in my other kids. It's like yes, I got this other situation going on with Carter's dad, and it's like, yes, that's gonna shine a light badly on me, and I could lose custody of Carter altogether because of this. And I'm just like, and on the second hand, I'm just like, I need to protect King, but I'm just like, what better way to protect King than keeping King with me? Because I care about him. I care about his well-being, and I don't trust anybody to care for him the way that I care for him. Because what if they do put him in foster care and he gets with a family and they just like D? He's already been through that enough, and I'm just like, oh, I can't let King down. Like I cannot let him down. But as I sat on that bed and I'm looking at his face and I'm crying, because I'm just like, I'm letting you down when I'm trying not to let you down, and I don't know what to do because I'm not biologically your mom and I don't have rights to you. And then it's just like, we're in this situation and it's like, who can I call? Like, yes, I could call Pop Pop, and Pop Pop could report this and something could happen, but then who's gonna have you? Who's gonna care for you? Like, and it ain't even no guarantee that they will remove him, because like, we are in a pandemic and everything is slow. Like, it's a lot going on in the world right now, and I don't think that they will place him where they need to place him. And the best thing that I can do for him is just to make sure that he's good, and the only way I know how to make sure he's good is if I'm there, because I know with me he'll be good. With me he'll be good. So I hugged King. I gave him a kiss on the forehead, and I'm just like, I got you. I got you. Mom got you. And then he just looked up at me, and I'm looking down at him, and I'm just like, this kid got a black eye. Like, how can you do that to a kid? And I'm just like, I can't even say I know what happened, because I don't even know the full story of what happened, and King can't tell me what happened. So I'm just like, fuck. Like, and he's terrified of Darren, terrified of him. So it's like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. God, I didn't know what to do. So I told King to just lay down. And I went downstairs, and I went in my closet, and I started going through the T-Mobile app to find the defects caseworker. And then while I was doing that, I was just praying, because it's like, right now I need a way out. Like, I need a way out, but I need a way out so that I don't lose my kids in the process of getting out, because everything I'm doing is to make sure, like, my kids are good. I know it don't even seem that way, but it's like God, I keep trying to protect them, and it's just like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.